Hello everyone, my name is Marion with DTM Real Talk Channel. It's the channel that you can tune into, have the ability to listen to the thoughts of others about topics all over the world that touch every one of our lives. Everybody goes through basically the same thing. There is nothing new under the sun. So if you're going through, someone else has already been there. Maybe you can find hope. Maybe it's a pathway that can set you on the right road just by tuning in. So DTM Real Talk, just keeping it real. And if you like it, like us at the bottom, subscribe, and let us know just how we helped you. Just keeping it real. Nothing but love. Welcome to DTM Real Talk, and we are back. I hope you guys enjoyed your Mother's Day last week. We have my beautiful niece back again. Say hey to the people.
Hi. Hi.
And yes, I do call her Super Mom, but I know that in all reality, Super Mom is a whole lot of work. So we want to thank her for last week. She did an excellent job of sharing about, all her juggling with the businesses, the financial business, and the Tiny Scholars Nursery, and Loving Hands. Is it Loving Hands?
Loving Hands Care, yes.
Loving Hands Care. Yeah, amazing. That is amazing. So
Thank
delegation is very important. You do know that.
Yes, I know that now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So today, we just want to hear from her. Basically, well, you heard the victories. You heard the things that God has done in her life. You heard about that in reference to her business. So she's going to share with you basically how she got there. She did a little bit of it last week, but she was running from coming in, dealing with all the
nervous
stuff. And nervous. She's not nervous tonight.
Oh, a little less.
I was like, girl, last week you was rocking so and you was talking so fast. But she good tonight, y'all. She good tonight.
Yes.
So talk to the folks about your journey in building your businesses and some of the challenges that you experienced. Like last week, you talked about your delegation issue that you had with, in yourself. So just share with them one or two things that you had to deal with to get to where you are now.
Oh goodness. Like I said, delegation was the major one that I had to deal with, because it not delegating limited me with everything I was trying to do. Like I said, I have 5 children, so that's a job in itself. You know what I mean? And my ultimate goal was to leave a legacy for them. But I needed to be hands-on with their education as well. So if I was so consumed with everything else, I wasn't going to be able to do that.
Right.
So delegation, that's why that delegation was so important.
Can you talk about an incident or an instance whereas you were kind of forced to delegate?
I was a few instances.
Share that. I'm trying to help the people.
With my 5 children, 2 of them are kind of sickly. And I remember one time in particular, I had to rush to go bring my daughter to the hospital. They were homeschooled at the time, and the lady who was keeping them had to call me and tell me my daughter had an asthma attack.
Right.
Ran out of Albuterol for the humidifier. It was a lot. So I had to rush, and that took so much out of me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot be at 2 places at once, Right. So I had to leave my teacher at the time there, and good old handy dandy key. She had to lock up and do everything without me there, without my. So
you had to leave her the key.
I had to. So I was kind of forced. I'm like, all right, whatever. I gotta do it now. I gotta do it now. But like I said before, I realized how freeing it was. It was a real struggle for me, because I wanted to have my hands on everything. I wanted to see everything get done. You know what I mean? To make sure it gets done properly. But I just have to trust who I hired.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tunnel through that. So how are you doing with that right now?
Oh, I'm fine with it now.
Oh, you feel that freedom, like, okay, I can go take care of some business.
Yes, on the weekends I make my lesson plan, and I have 2 other teachers now, and I give them the lesson plan, and I'm there some days, but some days if I have to take care of something with 11 hands, then I can do that and not have to worry. That's
very good.
That's free.
So going from being solo to having employees, talk about that.
Oh, that's so mind-boggling to me, because I don't know, it's new. It's new for me with all of my businesses, because I was doing everything myself. Like, this is the first year, the first, few months that I've actually been able to delegate and expand all 3 of my businesses. And it's been a great reward. It's been rewarding. It's been a pleasure. It's been less stressful, less dark circles under my eyes. All of that.
Right.
Yes.
Very good. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay. It was another thing I wanted you to talk to the people about. Was it time? It was not with Tiny Scholars. Yeah. Okay. So where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? And what is the plan to get there in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, oh, goodness, I want to actually have a bigger school. I remember you and I were talking one time. I don't know if you remember this conversation. You told me, oh, girl, you got to delegate, because you'll be able to, some days you won't even have to come into the school, or something. You told me like that. And in my mind, I'm like, what? No. And you told me, yeah, because I see bigger, because you could get a bigger school and you could just hire people to be there. You don't even have to be there. And in my mind, that was so like too much. That was like, no. But that is part of my dream now. Like, I want to be able to have a bigger school, to have more students, more teachers, and still have that education being the focal point. And I want to hire people that have the same, dream. Well, not dream, but passion for
drives. Passion.
Yeah, the same passion for kids as I do, and education as I do. So in 2 years, I want to be able to do, well, in a year, I want to be able to do it.
Absolutely. And you can. So this is very short, guys. So what would you say to the folks out there, to the young ladies out there, to the young men out there that may be struggling to start a business? First of all, to get started, you can call Eb. She'll get you started.
EIN, get your credit together, all that.
All that. And I'll set up your private family bank. So just come down.
Yeah. Vitally important.
Right. Vitally important.
Who has a desire and it just really wants to, I would say do it. Just do it. That's the only thing I can tell you. Just do it, because wanting to is not enough.
That's correct.
Having that desire, having the thought or the dream is not enough. You have to put the plan into action. You have to write your vision, make it plain, write your, what do you call it, vision boards, or whatever will help you see it, so that you can take the steps to do so.
Right.
With no fear. No fear. It's not as easy. A lot of people have this misconception that once you start a business, you're just free, you just do whatever. It's a lot of work. And if that's something that you want to do, you have to put the work in.
Absolutely.
It's doable. It is definitely doable.
You are a living witness. That yes. It is
yes.
So, let me say, if you can do it, they can do it too, right?
College commercials, yeah.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I know this was very short, but I just pulled her in at the last minute last week, and then this week, because I had 2 young ladies that something came up and they weren't able to share. And so I asked Eb if she would share. She said, absolutely, I will share. So I thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Hopefully someone heard and got encouraged and will be encouraged to be persistent and never give up. That's what I see in you. Tenacity.
Thank you. Yes.
Tenacity. You don't give up. You don't let no grass grow under your feet, girl. You like your teeth.
Yes, that's where I get it from. You. That's where I get it from. I've seen you push it
so much. Guys, get ready. I think we have 2 more weeks in this month, and then we will have a 60 to 90 day marriage session.
Ooh.
Yes, 60 to 90 day marriage session. So we're going to have couples coming on in June to share their stories, how they met, some of the challenges they had when they met, the journey that they went through, where they are now, how they got over the hurdles, and if they did. That's going to be pretty interesting.
It is.
It is. I actually have 1, 2, 3 couples that's already ready to go. I am so excited about it because I know partially some of their story. And yeah, I'm even going to get to tell mine, even though I may be by myself telling it. I'm going to tell it. You guys, this is DTM Real Talk. And we are just
keeping it real.
Enjoy your night. Thanks for watching DTM Real Talk. Be sure to join us for more conversation. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe while you're there.